Hello and welcome to our recording of Mega Man X2. This is part 1. I'm your host, Airy Channel, and the little guy on my shoulder is Steve. And we are following up our Mega Man X1 playthrough with Mega Man X2, the sequel. In this game, we are taking on the remnants of Sigma's army after he was defeated at the end. And there's a new group of hunters called the X-Hunters. They are a counter to our Maverick Hunters, and it's pretty self-explanatory. They're after they're trying to hunt down Mega Man X. Yes, words are hard. And they got some evil designs of their own, so we'll have to see how that goes. Alright, let's begin. Mega Man X2. So right off the bat, we're going right into the action. Mega Man's on his speeder bike. His friend got destroyed. We will avenge him. Got a fully charged shot there. You can dash right off the bat in this game. You don't have to wait for an upgrade, which is really nice. Really welcome change there. The explosions, when the robots explode, they leave debris behind. They didn't really do a lot of that in last game, so they had some more detail. The explosions themselves sound crunchier. I guess that makes sense. It's a lot of metal being crunched. It's like crunchy cornflakes. Alright, let's try not to get grabbed by that thing. And we'll just hop our way up the wall here. Oh, I could have used that. Well, whatever. Alright, grab the health, and then go back down. This stage is a lot shorter than the intro stage from the first game. We are going to be taking on a giant robot here. But don't be intimidated, this guy's nothing. All you have to do is hit his head. And he takes a lot of damage from charge shots, like extra damage. Watch out for his jump, and try to stick close to the wall. You're relatively safe there. But yeah, he'll go down in no time. So I'm going to record this a little bit differently. I'm going into 30-minute segments here, so I'm going to manually stop recording rather than have OBS do it for me. I think that'll make for smoother transitions. This is their leader. His name is Mega Man X. Those who underestimated him are now nothing but scrap. He won't make the same mistake. He is powerful, but he is blind to what is happening around him. Our Mavericks will keep him busy until we are ready. Yes, how's the plan proceeding? Collection is proceeding as scheduled. However, we are having problems with the control chip. We have little time. We must finish construction on schedule. We must hurry. Yes, the mysterious X-Hunters. No met tools in the password screen this time. I'm gonna miss a little, guys. Let's start with this fellow at the weather control stage. His name is Wire Sponge. Based off a sea sponge, I imagine. But his stage is not underwater. He does not have the underwater stage. That's reserved for another Maverick. So right away you want to climb up the left here. There's a hidden heart container, which you wouldn't normally know about, but I knew it was there, so I picked it up. The stage's gimmick is the weather will, you know, change with these orbs. You can kind of play around with it by shooting different special weapons at it. Breaking the orbs doesn't really do anything, you can just do it because it's there. And the weather will shift to rain here, as you can see. You can jump up these things. And what we want to do is kind of climb up all the way here. Jumping off on the left side. Watch out for this frog robot. Alright, we get a easy one-up. we're gonna need. And then on top here is our first sub-tank. We got that really fast. So this is a really good stage to start off with. Just right up the elevator. Try to catch these as they're falling down. More Froggo robots. Yeah, pretty straightforward, nothing too bad here. Watch out for these things. Get little heat waves there. And then back to rain. All the rain does really is it pushes you back a little bit, so it makes it a little bit more of a pain to jump. But with your dash, it should really be no problem. And we're already at the end here. So one last screwdriver bot here. And these Scorpion bots are kind of a pain to deal with at first. They're weak to a weapon we're going to get very soon. But for now, we're just going to have to use our Buster. There we go. And we're at the end. Okay, so our first opponent is Wire Sponge. Wire Sponge has these vines that he likes to extend to try to whip you with. He grabs on the ceiling and tries to get to the other side of the room. He'll also shoot these weeds here. They will appear close to where you are. Alright, he's hopping around, not doing very much. Now, you can't really hit him when he's spinning his whip. It'll deflect all your shots, unfortunately. Just wait for a break and use that as your chance to get him. He's not really giving me much of one. Alright, he's shooting his little weeds again. Try to get rid of them. You don't really want to have these around. Alright, now for his second phase, he's gonna power up. And when he does, he blows his top, literally, and then he shoots lightning. There's a pattern to it, so you have to be kind of careful not to get hit. It does do a lot of damage. And he's dead. Now you notice they changed the explosions here for the bosses too. They're blue instead of red. I'm not sure why they did that, but it does look cool. Definitely looks very cool. So that is our first second generation Maverick down. And from him, we get the Strike Chain. Strike Chain, it functions a little bit like the Boomerang in the last game, in that it can retrieve items for you and allow you to cling onto walls. So those can be pretty handy functions. So just like with the last game, I'm not going to go in weakness order right away. So we're going to head to Wheelgator stage, the dinosaur tank stage, next. Wheelgator stage takes place in the dinosaur tank, which is a rampaging Maverick tank that is wreaking destruction on the city, as you can see here. It's continually scrolling. These bird launchers are very good for farming items if you need them. But we shouldn't really need them too much. This stage is where you would find the upgraded Buster, the first of the 4 body parts. You can try to make this jump. It's very difficult without the power-up. You would at least need to have the leg upgrade to help you out there, but we don't have it yet. We'll be getting it very soon. With the shield robots, you want to do fully charged shots on them to make their shield go away, and then just hit them with little shots afterwards. Alright, let's just go down here. Here we get our mech rider armor. It has spiky arms this time. And, yep, plow through these other enemy mech riders. Kinda cool. Anyway, don't worry if it breaks. We don't get to keep it very, very long. And we get another elevator to ride. Keep shooting the birds down. Oops. Get another elevator. Yeah, nothing too bad in here. Okay, so, get more bird launchers. If you wait long enough, I think you can get extra lives from these, but I'm not going to actively farm them, you know? They also appear from the sky, continuously. There's some hidden power-ups here as well. Just skip past these. Now, I took that hit on purpose because I feel like it's faster than trying to kill this thing. But, you know... I say we just get onto the boss. Now, you can use the strike chain against Wheelgator, but this is one of those situations where I feel it's better to use the Buster. He'll hide himself and try to use these wheels to knock you down, and he'll also try to grab you from beneath. Don't let him do that. It does a lot of damage. Ugh. And his wheels can be really hard to avoid, too, so this is kind of a pain for an early boss with not a lot of upgrades yet. Ah, see, he grabbed me there. Try not to let him do that. He'll also have a habit of eating your shots, and when he does that, he'll spit them back out at you on the walls here, so you really have to be careful here. Wheelgator is a very dangerous Maverick. This battle just takes a lot of patience to get through, you know? Oh. So one other thing he'll do is drill into the wall, and when he drills into the wall, that's a part of the wall that you can no longer use, so you have to be very careful not to let him do this too much. There we go, got him. Actually kind of a close fight there. The Mavericks in this game are definitely a step up from the first game in terms of difficulty. They must have figured, oh, you can take on these 8 that weren't so bad, now let's kick it up a notch. But there you go, Wheelgator down. So with his defeat, Mega Man gets a green power-up, my favorite color, and we get his spin wheel. The spin wheel can be very destructive, but it's also very slow and cumbersome to use. You'll see what I mean when we actually get to use it. I see now why Sigma fell at the hands of Mega Man X. He's quite formidable. I am not sure our Mavericks can hold him long enough. We may have to intervene. And so they will. Dr. Kane, what happened? A group of Mavericks calling themselves the X-Hunters have just contacted us. Greetings. We have all of Zero's parts. They can be yours if you can defeat us. We look forward to meeting you, X. X-Zero's control chip is still stored here. I doubt it is possible to resurrect him without it. Dr. Kane, I've got to get Zero's parts back. At any cost. So that's one of the side objectives in this game, is to recover Zero's parts from the X-Hunters before they can use it to resurrect Zero and turn him Maverick. We definitely don't want that. So as you can see here, they have deployed to 3 different stages. And we actually got lucky here because the stage that I intend to go to next is Overdrive Ostrich. So that is going to be our next destination. If they happen to go somewhere that you don't want them to go in your progression path, what you can do is you can revisit a stage and then leave, and that will force them to go to different stages. So that's something that you can make use of in case you have some trouble. Anyway, let's go do this stage, and we'll switch to the wheel. The wheel takes care of this thing really fast, as you can see, and we're going to use it to dig through here. So up here is our first X-Hunter fight. Now, these can be very difficult in the early stages where you don't have a lot of power-ups. Especially this fellow here, Violin. X, I shall crush you like a tin can. Now, I don't really remember his weakness, but this ball he's got is very dangerous. Also, when he goes up there. We may have to actually use an E-Tank on this fight, or a Sub-Tank, sorry. Keep getting those mixed up. Oof. Okay, yeah. So I'm not going to hesitate. I'm actually going to use it. Because I definitely do not want to die here. Ow. Thing does a lot of damage. Ah. And there we go. First one down. It cannot be! Now the unification is in jeopardy! Yeah, I definitely consider him the hardest one. Zero part number 2. So there are 3 in total to collect, and you really want to try to get all 3 of them. Going for like 1 or 2 doesn't really help you. You need to have all 3 to get the best ending, which is the you get to resurrect Zero and not the Mavericks ending. So now we get to use vehicles. We get to use our speeder bike, and I accidentally broke it. So now I have to go back and get another one. Oops. Or, I guess I can't now. Damn. Alright, we'll just move on then. So over here is a sandstorm. There's a weather control machine that you can destroy using a speeder bike, but we don't have one right now. And, oh, here we go. So you just, like, kind of bash into this. And it tends to drop a lot of power-ups or an extra life. Either one's good. So with this, we want to try to keep this, like, towards the end. And here's the heart container. You want to try to do a drift turn, but be very careful not to hit the wall. The turning is very tight, yeah, see? We died, but it still counts. It still counts. We still got it. No worries. Yeah, we're getting plenty of extra lives here. This game seems to be very generous with lives today. We use our wheel to take out the scorpion robots. Now over here's another breakable wall that you can use on the wheel on. And with this we get our first power-up, which is the leg upgrade. So let's get it. Eggman has red legs this time. What these allow you to do is do a dash in midair. So it's a it's a mobility upgrade over just using the regular dash. It allows you to get over obstacles a little bit easier. And now we're at the end. Let's just shoot down this rocket here. Weapons of mass destruction. This allows us to go ahead and get into the boss fight with Overdrive Ostrich. Now, the area for Overdrive Ostrich is an open area, unlike the closed room boss battles from the last game. So he does a few different things. He dashes at you, and he's pretty fast, so he'll knock you back. He also tends to jump in the air and shoot down these projectiles, which are kind of hard to avoid. So you'll probably take some damage here at first, while you figure out the pattern. Ooh. Almost got me with that jump. Now, you can try to scroll him off screen like this, but it's not going to do you much good, because he'll catch up with you in the background and try to land on you. So your best bet is really to just try to keep him on screen and actually walk so that you avoid the projectiles that way, kind of like what I'm doing here. Oh, and he jumped over me, so now we gotta wait for him to come back. And one more. Got him. And there you have it. Very nice. Bum 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 da 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 da. So Overdrive Ostrich's weapon is the Sonic Slicer, and this happens to be the weakness for the sponge. I don't know why I'm having like serious brain farts today. I'm sorry. I was trying to say it's the weakness for Wire Sponge. But we didn't have it, so we couldn't use it. So let's see. We got fortunate again here because an X-Hunter appeared on Bubble Crab stage, and this is where we want to go. But I actually don't want to go here just yet. I want to go back to the Dinosaur Tank stage because we want to get that Buster upgrade. This would be a good time to do it. Okay, so as you remember, it was right in here, and actually, what we can do is jump on this wall and then slide jump. There we go, just like that. It's a little bit tricky. So the Buster upgrade is a little different from this game than it was in the last game. It actually upgrades both of your hands. I think we get a little bit of a demonstration here. So with a fully charged shot going into the pink here, you get to fire 2 consecutive fully charged Buster shots. It's really nice. Very helpful. Alright, so I think we might have to do some manipulation here. Yeah, they didn't appear in the stages I wanted them to, so we're gonna just go back in the stage and then get back out. Just exit again here. It's annoying, but it only takes a second, so, you know, no big deal. Let's see if they appear back at the... Nope, still not the right stage. Okay, let's try again. So, the deal with the X-Hunters is they will keep appearing so long as you don't, like, kill too many Mavericks, you know, without defeating the X-Hunters. So, you want to try to kill them as early, or defeat them as early as possible. Okay, that's a better result. Let's go to the Deep Sea base stage and take on Bubble Crab. And that'll probably be the last one for this recording. So let's go and do it. Beautiful sunset in the background here. Again, we can use Wheelgator's weapon here to break walls and get an extra life. Very nice. We will have to come back here to get some power-ups later. I believe there's a heart container which is difficult to access unless you have the right weapon. Here we're going to use fully charged buster shots to shoot down this fish submarine. We definitely do not want it to reach the end of its trip. It's going to shoot missiles and you know, other projectiles at us the entire time, so it can be really obnoxious. Oh, I forgot. One weapon that works really well against this thing is the Sonic Slicer to get rid of its parts really quickly. It's much faster than using the Buster. Ugh, although my aim is off today. Also hit it in the face. Oops, if you time it well enough, at least. Try to rip off all its parts. It's a little bit tricky to hit it with the Sonic Slicer, but it does do a lot of damage, so there you go, we took it out. Now over here, down here, is a spot where you can grind off the jellyfish here to get health containers if you need them. But we're not going to do that right now. Just going to focus on beating the stage for the time being. So there's two different ways you can go here. I'm actually going to take the top path, because I believe this is where you fight the X-Hunter. Yeah. And this one's Surges. I am Surges, and I cannot allow you to stop unification. It is for the good of all. The greater good. Surges can be really dangerous. It's also hard to hit him. He is weak to the Sonic Slicer, though. Also try to get him on the rebound. Oops. I'm trying to do, like, point-blank shots for effect here. It's not working out so hot. Again, if you get into trouble, don't be afraid to use your sub-tank, although mine is empty, so I might actually die here. There we go. You've merely delayed the inevitable unnecessary comma. We will meet again. Zero part number 1. There you go. Yeah, these are not easy. Okay, thankfully we have a health refill just before the end here. Let's take on Bubble Crab. Bubble Crab's weakness is the spin wheel, but it can be kind of tricky to hit him with it. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Bubble Crab tends to raise and lower the water levels throughout the fight, which can affect his maneuverability. He also tends to jump on the spin wheel sometimes, so you can use that to your advantage too. If you're lucky, you can hit him multiple times if he stays still. But that doesn't always happen. So there's a little bit of RNG involved here. There you go. Oh, almost hit him a second time. Try to stay away from him if you can, and you should be good. There you go. Alright, last boss down for today. Very nice. This is shaping very well so far. Bum 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 ba na 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 na. So Bubble Crab's weapon, as you might imagine, are bubbles. You got Bubble Splash. Now, what use would this be to us when, you know, we have actual deadly weapons? Well, don't underestimate the Bubble Splash. It actually does a lot of damage. And it has useful utility as well, which I'll go over with you in the next episode. But for now, I'm going to sign off for today. Thank you so much for watching Part 1 of Mega Man X2. Part 2 will go up on Wednesday, and we will tackle more Mavericks and the last X-Hunter then. Again, this has been Airy Channel and my partner, Steve the Bee, and yeah, thank you so much for your support. If you enjoyed what you saw today, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below if this is the kind of thing you really enjoy. Bye for now, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye, everyone!